Hey y'all. So, I want to thank everyone who has already subscribed. I really appreciate you supporting me. And for those who are just now joining me, my name is Grace and this is my journey to love. So, guys, this is so hard for me to talk about. It really, really is because sometimes you look back at your past and you be like, dang, did I do that? Yeah, I did that. So sometimes the truth hurts, but I'm learning that the truth is freeing. So, with that being said, it's Throwback Thursday, and I have a throwback thought. Here's a little bit of insight into my past that has made me the woman who I am today. So, let's talk about it. Um, I have dated a lot of guys, and I've been in some relationships, and I won't lie to you, some of those guys cheated on me. And every time they cheated, it planted a seed of insecurity. And if the seed of insecurity was already there, it grew. So, you begin to wonder why. Why am I not good enough? Is my hair not long enough? Am I not pretty enough? Do I have one ear bigger than the other? No, it's my toes. It's that corn. I know. Wait a minute. No, maybe it's because I passed gas too much. No, no, that couldn't have been it because he laughed at that. Maybe I'm not skinny enough. Maybe my butt's not big enough. Maybe my boobs, my breasts, are they big enough? You begin to try to find flaws in you to find out why you weren't good enough for them, right? So there was one guy in particular who I met after a very abusive relationship. And compared to the last guy, he was a breath of fresh air. But it was a disguise. I was actually jumping out of the frying pan into the fire. And I remember him carrying me around as his trophy. He would always say, hey, I want to introduce you to my girl. This is my girl. And so his boys was like, man, you got you a good looking one, man. She fine. She look good, man. She's smart too. Man, you better keep her. And he feeling all proud. I'm feeling proud because he feeling proud. And, it just felt good. But then I found out he was cheating on me. But like I said before, I had already been cheated on. So now the seeds of insecurity are already there. So now he has helped one of those seeds grow. But I thought he was different. I thought he was the one. So I was willing to say, you know what? I'll put that to the side. So who are you choosing? Are you choosing me or are you choosing her? And he chose her. You all, when I tell you, I have been cheated on before, but no man has ever left me for another woman. So all those seeds of insecurity start combining together and they birth envy. And I remember watching the movie Acrimony. And if you have never seen Acrimony, let me tell you something, that's a movie that you need to see because it will have you looking like, it'll make you think twice, 3 times, 4 times. And I remember when Taraji P. Henson was stalking them on Facebook. That was me. And she started to lose her mind watching them because everything he promised her, he gave to the next lady. And that's what happened with me. So I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, looking at them and seeing what they're doing, just to see it, hopes and praying that, something bad was going to happen to them, like they were going to break up. And every day I waited for some bad post or something to happen, but it never happened. Every day the tweet was beautiful, new pictures, happy, smiling. And the more happier they were, the more envious I became. I mean, I was so envious that I became sick. I was really green with envy. And there were nights where I cried myself to sleep, wondering what's wrong with me. You know, why am I being cheated on by these men? Why did he leave me for her? And then I start going through the phase where I start picking out her flaws to make me feel better. Like, she this, she that, she don't look good, she got this, she got that. And I have this and I have that. So anything that would build myself up and put her down, it really didn't make me feel better, because at the end of the day, she still had them. Then I went through the phase where I started thinking of ways I can get them back, because I wanted them to feel the same pain I felt. Because, I really did think, okay, well, she knew that he was cheating on her. Why didn't she just leave him? Because she came second. But that wasn't the case. So at that point, I just didn't care for her. I had no respect for her. I didn't like her. Now, some time passed and I ended up getting into another relationship, and I still hadn't gotten over what he had done to me. And I saw the girl as I was headed to the store one day, and she was outside crying. And I ain't gonna lie, I had split feelings. A part of me was like, what's wrong with her? I hope she's okay. I don't like to see women cry. But the other part of me was like, yeah, Trick, you get everything you got. You deserve it. I hope he hurt you like he hurt me. Now, my two feelings got together, and I called a mutual friend. What she didn't know is that we had a mutual friend. And I said, oh, girl, I saw such and such and such at the store crying today. And she said, oh, yeah, he gave her a disease she can't get rid of. Say what? Oh, okay. Let me call you back. I immediately rushed to the STD clinic because I need to make sure that I don't have what she got. And so, praise God, I am good. No STD here. But it was a scary moment, but it was a relief moment, a sigh of relief, like, oh my goodness. And then I started thinking, like, man, here I am crying over this dude, wondering why he didn't choose me, trying to figure out what's wrong with me. But he wasn't worth my tears. He wasn't worth my time. And he wasn't good enough for me. So that Sunday, I went to church. And I'll never forget, the pastor was teaching on coveting and how important it is not to covet or be jealous or envious of someone. And he ended the sermon with this. He ended the sermon with, you never know what someone went through to get where they are. You never know what they're going through to stay where they are, and you don't know where they're going. So unless you are willing to do what they did to get where they are, unless you are willing to do what they are doing to stay where they are. And unless you're willing to have the same future that they're having, you need to let that desire go, baby. So I was like, man, now that I think about it, I don't know if I could have dealt with that. I don't know if I could have dealt with the continuous cheating. I don't know if I could have even dealt with the lifetime disease that he gave to her, you know? So I was like, man, lesson learned. So I'm going to end just like that. For everyone who has been cheated on, and you're sitting there wondering why you. And then if you still want that person, you need to ask yourself, are you willing to do what the other person did to get where they are? Are you willing to do what they are doing to stay where they are? And are you willing to have their future? So, is it really worth being green with envy?